forever, surviving from the strength of our love, 'cause it's more than enough, searching for the same destiny, me for you and you for me, like the stars in the sky, you're the sparkle in my eye, and like the shining sun above. Well, I got to have your love, and we will never, never find an ending to our love. No, 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 no. We will never, never find an ending to our love. Oh, no, 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 to our love. Well, lovers come, lovers go, but it don't have to be.
Greetings, this is Sister Moldupe, Sister Moldupe's Raw Vegan Soul Food Show. Thank you so much for joining us today. For those of you that are new, let me tell you how we do it. We're talking about elevation and expansion from the top of our head to the tip of our toes, okay? So hold on, because today's topic, whoo, some of y'all might not be ready to talk about it in public, but I'm finna make it all public, okay? My husband's here with me, so be comfortable, brothers, because this involves you, but this always involves your mate too. We're gonna talk about erectile dysfunction. That's what we're going to talk about today, because it's an important thing. Now, I'm not just talking about it because, it's related to the sexual whatever, because, here we nourish everything with 360-degree beings. So that's a part of our being, right? It wasn't given to us for no reason.
Yes.
But what I want to talk about is how it's related to health and how it's an indication of other things going on in the body. Okay? So, now, all right, let me tell you what the clinical definition, quote unquote, is for erectile dysfunction. That means that 25% of the time, no action. Okay? No action. Now, again, the emphasis is not on sex, though that's a normal part of being, right? Loving your mate, reproducing, feeling good and comfortable, and exchanging those energies and everything. But like I say, my focus today is on the whole being of health. And so, yes, it's about a man's part of his body, but it involves a relationship too, okay, in terms of wanting to be with and satisfy a mate. But it's also, again, about how it indicates other things going on in the body, okay? So, now, did you know that 15% of those who have erectile dysfunction actually have an undiagnosed case of diabetes? Did you know that? 15%. That's a chunk, okay? And again, the emphasis is understanding you got undiagnosed diabetes as a possibility, okay? So when we talk about this, we're talking about lots of possibilities, okay? It could be that there's a problem with, obviously, something's going on with circulation, no doubt, right? Yes. Because you got to have blood to all areas, certain areas, to get an erection, right? Okay, so blood flow, forget the sex. We're talking about circulation, your heart, your life, getting nutrients out to the body. That's real important, okay? So we want to also understand that erectile dysfunction could be a lot of things. It could be based on a lot of things. One thing, stress. You're stressed about finances. Maybe you and your mate aren't getting along or having a rough time. It could be related to low thyroid. It could be related to your kidneys malfunctioning. It could be related to prostate issues. check this one out. Digestive issues. Did you ever hear that might be related to that? How do you think that might be?
Because of the blood has to flow through your midsection.
Okay, that's part of it. That's right. So if you got digestive issues, nothing's optimal. And one reason nothing's optimal is because you're not getting nutrients out to the body. If you're having digestive issues, excessive gas, diarrhea all the time, bloating, on and on, then you're not going to be optimal in any part of the body, right? Because digestion is really the core, what do you call it? The core essence of how you're going to be able to live and the quality of life. Because again, you eat to live, but you're not what you eat, you're what you what? You're what you absorb. That's right. So if your digestive system's not working properly, you're not digesting and absorbing the nutrients you eat, you're in bad shape, right? It's like you might as well not be eating because you're not getting what you need, okay? So there's also other things to look at that might be a part of the whole picture with erectile dysfunction. One thing is whether it comes on suddenly or whether it's a gradual thing, okay? So if it's a sudden thing, there could be some serious issues going on that you really want to go get this checked out. Never ignore symptoms of the body, okay? Now this is a major something's going on with the body, right? Mm-hmm. Don't ignore symptoms. I'm not saying you go to that doctor and he diagnoses and then you just go on with his treatment like, yes, whatever you say. We don't play that here. But I am saying that you might want to go for things like blood tests and an exam, things like that, so that you know what you're dealing with, okay? So stress could be a factor, okay? And there could be more serious things going on. So we want to go get it checked out because whatever's going on, problems are not the problem. Not realizing what the problem is and then, or issue, the challenge, and then coming up with a solution, right? Okay, so the other thing is whether you are achieving but not maintaining an erection, okay? So there's all kinds of ways to look at this and understand that it's kind of indicating something about what's going on in the body. We don't have this magnificent machine or, this physical vehicle because we're spirits, souls, whatever. We're not these bodies, okay? But we can't ignore when they give us signals, right? So like when your light goes off in your car, should you ignore it, sweetie?
No, you
that warning light.
No, it's for a reason to get your attention because there's an imbalance. There's some kind of imbalance that's going on.
That's right.
It's all about balance.
Exactly. So you want to keep sure to maintain a balance, okay? We're going to talk about solutions because that's what we talk about mostly on the show. Is identifying an issue, a challenge, and then talking about solutions, all right? Mm-hmm. So the other thing is that drugs. Statins. What have you heard about statins?
What I heard about statins is that it actually dries up all of your cholesterol.
Right. Exactly.
And it's like running an automobile that's low on oil. Your brain is needing all this healthy fat that's low, and therefore it's not able to wire and function like it's supposed to.
Exactly. So cholesterol. You've all heard about these statin drugs that lower cholesterol. And there's a lot of our folks on that stuff. Statin for lowering cholesterol, as if cholesterol is a nasty, bad thing. Your body makes cholesterol. Mm-hmm. Your brain is mostly made up of fats, good fats, okay? So when you lower your cholesterol so low, like by taking these drugs, or if something's happening and your cholesterol is getting too low for some reason because of an imbalance in the body, that is bad news, okay? I should say it's news that should be taken attention to, so
Yes.
that you can resolve it and rebalance the body, okay? The thing is that cholesterol is the basis for which your hormones are made out of. Isn't that something? Cholesterol. And your hormones have a lot to do with so many chemical processes in your body. It has so much to do with, you could call hormones a chemical, right? And you need those hormones to balance the body. It makes a manly man. It makes a womanly woman. And when you have an imbalance in those hormones and stuff, you get things going on, and you get things like possibly erectile dysfunction. The other thing that happens when they lower, this is a side note, I just recently found out about this. Did you know when the cholesterol can get you pushed down so low with these statin drugs that it can cause depression and also suicidal thoughts?
Wow.
Yeah, because again, it's messing with your brain chemistry and your whole body, and it's kind of like post-traumatic syndrome in a way. I'm not saying it's anything like what these men and women face over in war, but it's just like, what is going on with me? What is going on with me? And not feeling like, you can be in control of yourself and identify what your body's challenging you with, and, be able to resolve it, okay? So it's very important that we understand the effect of drugs, because this is a one that really, really can affect erectile functioning, all right? So the other thing is heart medication.
Wow.
Whatever kind of heart medication you may be put on, and I guess some might want to say that the statin drug is like that, but other drugs too. Other drugs can affect the body in all kinds of ways to disrupt. I was when I was in Portland, Oregon, visiting a daughter. There's a commercial came on for one of the drugs from Big Pharma, right? Big pharmaceutical company, and it took them a couple seconds to make you the promises about all this drug was going to do for you. But do you know the majority of the commercial was talking about what? The side effects. Oh my gosh, they must have taken 15 seconds to have the happy person, looking like the drug had, turned their life around. But let's say it was a 1-minute commercial. That commercial for 45 seconds or more talked about the side effects. And I'm like, oh, okay, no. My preference is to deal with prevention,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Stay in the lane with the health, okay? So let's talk about some ways to resolve this type of issue,
Come on.
okay? Because we like to talk about solutions here.
Solutions,
Right,
absolutely.
we want to talk more about solutions. So one thing to do is make sure that you're not stressed, okay? I know strain comes in the every day, right? Strain, you got to have some strain. It's like picking up a weight. There needs to be some kind of strain to build that muscle, right? So one thing that you've got to do, like we say, you got to have blood to that area of the body for an erection. You need to be out making sure you get some exercise every day, all right? Not only does that help with your circulation, guess what? That gets the what? Good chemicals in the body flowing, right? Keeps them up so the others can stay down. Because our
Beautiful,
body's kind of
beautiful.
like yin yang. We've got like a something that pulls us in one direction and pulls us in the other direction. Together, they always create balance, right? So we have something that can make us want to run away or get ready for a fight, right? But we also have chemicals that calm us. And the way to keep those in balance, one way, is physical activity. Not only does it help with the blood flow, it also helps you breathe deep. Because that good air is what you call it, fire?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fire, right? And that's why a lot of people take yoga and things like that, because a lot of people in America, in the Western society, they don't realize how much stress they're under. They don't realize that they're not breathing deeply. You're supposed to try and fill that lung up, not just be breathing from the top part of that lung. That keeps you stressed, that keeps your oxygen low in the body, That is not good. That's not good for your brain. Just imagine you're not getting oxygen out. You got to get oxygen down in them toes.
Yes.
You know, it's not good for your eyes. All parts of the body need that air. That's why you can go longer without water and food than you can without air. Okay? It's crucial. It's like non-stop. Okay? So, we're talking about exercise. So, fellas, get up and get moving. I know after a hard day's work,
Yes.
you might not want to work. Get up and get some exercise in, but it's very, very important. Just a walk, a brisk walk. That way you can like decompress, leave work at work, be ready for family time or me time, self time, whatever. You know, you can decompress and really make sure that you're keeping that joy factor going, right? We want to be looking forward to life and every day, being positive. There you go. All right? So that's one thing, that exercise. The other thing is rest. Make sure you get adequate rest. And I don't mean going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning and getting up at 9, 10, or 11. No, that's not good rest. That's not quality rest. 2 hours of sleep before midnight is worth more than 4 hours of sleep after midnight.
Wow.
Okay? Because the body has to recharge. Okay? Your body has to recharge. Organs got things to do between, 11 and sunrise. Things need... You're not a metal machine. You're organic. And you've got to recharge and regenerate. Remember, you're like a manufacturing plant. There's things going on in the body constantly, okay? Cells are being replaced. New cells are being created. Chemicals have to be, biochemistry is taking place,
Yes,
right?
Thanks.
It's just like, you're like a nuclear plant, nuclear power plant, right? So all these new skin cells all the time, all your organs. In 7 years, every 7 years you have a completely new body.
Amazing.
Completely new body. I mean, from the cells that line your cheeks and your mouth to your eyebrows to your eyeballs, everything has been replaced, right? Some things much quicker than that. And to do that, you need good airflow. You need to be not stressed. You need to help keep that blood flowing, right? And you need rest, adequate rest. So make regular hours for your rest. I say if you got a lot of work to do, go to bed early and get up at sunrise. Get up a half hour before sunrise, but don't go to bed late. Get up the next day at whatever time you got to get up. And the rest is not quality rest. Your body and you, your mind, your soul, you deserve quality rest, okay? Now, another area, I know y'all, somebody's finna want to shut it off. Don't shut it off. I'm finna talk about food. That's right, food, what you consume. And I'm gonna talk about soul food, okay?
Okay.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I know. Don't get mad at me. I'm just the messenger. But you think about it. Does a plate full of fried chicken and fried fish, does that look like something that's going to regenerate your body? Think about it. French fries, potato chips, soda, whiskey. I said whiskey. I'm talking about alcohol too. Those are not things that are going to regenerate and replenish your body. If you want life out, if you want optimum health, optimum functioning, performance, I said performance, you've got to put things in your body that are going to help it regenerate, recharge, stay energized, and continue to build good quality cells. All that's related to proper functioning of every area of the body. Okay, now y'all know I had to get myself ready to sit here and talk about this. So we want you healthy. We want you vital, vigor, and a long life, and a life where you feel young and strong and happy the whole time. I don't know. I don't think I said anything about something that everybody wouldn't want. right? Okay. So let's talk about foods that will provide that for you. All right? I was just reading an article in a magazine called Energy Times, and they talk. The name of the article was Adam's apple. Isn't that cute?
Interesting.
And they're talking about how fruit can help fight free radicals that can harm testosterone production. That's that male hormone that. What you finna do? Sit here and eat some of our
I'm
props.
getting motivated to grab all these fruits on this table here.
Oh my goodness. Yes, so fruit. Can you imagine that? Everybody want to go out and get a what's the blue pill called?
Viagra.
Viagra. Yeah, see, we don't even know about that. Viagra, the blue pill. But number one, don't you want your body to function normally like that and do all those things for itself? And number two, I haven't even heard about the side effects, but I do know that if you get an erection for too long, you better get to a hospital because it can be deadly. I think also there's one side effect. I thought I heard about people maybe going blind using Viagra. So there it is. I'm telling you, you have to check into these things. So wouldn't it be better to eat some apples? Huh? Yeah, I think so. So one of the things this article spoke about was eating apples and eating grapes. Now, I didn't bring grapes because I only talk about eating seeded grapes. Yeah. So, what you know about some seeded stuff?
Well, it's that if the seed is there, that lets you know that it's totally natural. If the seed is missing, how could it be natural? And sometimes we go to the store and we notice that it says organic on a seedless bag of grapes, and it just don't make sense. It's just no. So you have to be careful when you see the word organic. It don't mean that you can totally trust it because they really depend on you letting your guards down when you see that word. But always think about it, because if there's no seed in the fruit, then how could it be natural from the earth?
Yeah, let me tell you a story. I have a watermelon here that I got at the farmer's market this past weekend. I was so surprised to still find a watermelon. It's probably one of the last ones we'll see. Well, no. Let me correct that. It's probably one of the last seeded watermelons we'll see this year. Okay?
Yeah.
Because seeded can be hard to find, and you see those seedless things all year round. But the one woman stepped up and she said to the vendor at the farmer's market, she said, "Oh, you don't have any more of those you don't have any seedless ones?" And he said, "No, I only have seeded." She said, "Oh, I don't feel like being bothered with the seeds." I was like, "Oh my goodness." I don't feel like being bothered with the seeds. All right? Personally, I eat the seeds. I'm either freezing them or I eat them. I freeze them to plant later. But personally, I eat them because they have a lot of nutrition in them. Just think about a seed can grow a whole nother bean. Sometimes one seed for an apple tree will grow an apple tree with tons of apples on it.
Yes.
Year after year for generations. That's the kind of life force I want in me. That's the kind of life force you want not only in your sexual organs, but every organ, every part of your body. Yes. You need to put life in if you want life out. Okay? But an aside, sweetie, you were talking about seeded things. Be careful now because some GMO things will have seeds. So you want to try and buy organic things with seeds as much as possible. Okay? So the thing with understanding seeds, and remember now we're talking about the sexual organ of a man. Okay. What comes from there?
The seed headquarters.
Sweetie said seed headquarters. Okay, so does it not make sense that since we're so related to nature, all the things you see and such that are natural going on, those are the kinds of things we emulate that we are connected to, right? Yeah. So it seems to me that a man better think, I'm eating this apple. Let me eat these seeds too. Keep my seed production healthy and vibrant. Okay. Now the interesting thing too about watermelon You know, they like to tease us talking about we love watermelon.
We love some watermelon.
There's a reason for it. Now, I'm going to tell you, me and my husband, we could eat watermelon all summer, and we don't have to eat anything else. That's how much I love watermelon. Watermelons are very good for a man. Actually, for a woman, too. Very good. So, I don't know. They were talking about in the South and this, that, and the other thing, and the big buck and, you know, all that on the plantation and such.
Mandingo
and Mandingo and all that kind of stuff. Well, I know they ate a lot of watermelons down there, and I know they were strong and healthy. Strong and healthy. Okay? So get that watermelon in. Seed it. Organic if you can. All right? So the thing about, okay, y'all thought I was going to let you off the hook talking about that fried food, huh? Now, I thought I'd just shock you and then come back to it. All right.
The recipe will be a dessert.
Oh, okay. Well, the thing with the fried foods, okay, whether it's chicken, fish, or a piece of battered cauliflower, is that it creates free radicals in the body.
Yes.
It's not good for the body because it causes chemicals that cause damage in the body. All right? So, actually, I just recently understood that the body also has a way of making free radicals itself, right? So a car, it runs, right? But it also has an exhaust. So it's creating things that are not good for the car, but what does it do? It shoots them out, right?
Yes.
Plug up that tailpipe on the car, you got some problems, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
And the same is similar for our body. There's this balance going on, right? So we create some byproducts. Every cell in the body creates waste products, okay? And so we have to understand that's a part of that yin and yang, okay? So you burn wood, gives you the heat and that fire, but you can't do it closed up in a room. That smoke will kill you, right? So everything has a way of producing this good stuff, but there's going to be some other stuff too.
In and
right?
out.
In and out. So because the body already produces these free radicals, the body has a way of dealing with those. It produces natural substances that take care of those free radicals, those chemicals that can cause problems in the body, right? Just like we have to remove the waste from our body. We eat, hopefully, good food. Even if I eat an apple, banana, watermelon, all of that, I'm still going to produce material that my body can't use and has to be removed, okay? So, but when you eat that fried chicken, that fried fish, whatever fried food, even if it's vegan fried food, it causes these not good chemical substances to be created in the body, and that causes damage. Sugar does the same kind of thing. Sugar is one of the big reasons why we have so much heart disease in this country. Yeah, I did say sugar. See, everybody expected me to say something else, like maybe fatty food. No, fried foods, that hot oil, getting those foods up to that temperature. Where's the life in it?
Yes.
No life left after you'd have fried something, okay? And actually, a lot of life was gone from that food when you first bought it. Like that piece of fish, how long has it been dead? All right. So understand then that we need to take in more and more substances that will put life in the body and concentrated nutrients. Nutrients, yes, all right? So minerals, vitamins, fatty acids, and amino acids, other called proteins, we need for our body every day. We live in so much toxins, so much stress, that the food alone doesn't do it anymore. They don't grow it properly. So you always see me on the show with my supplements, okay? Yes, longevity, all right? So you have to supplement. It's the only way we're going to deal with all these things coming at us in this Western world, okay, in this Western part of the world. And so go to my website, which is
I am 90 for life.
Also our sponsor, I am 90 for life. And you'll get information about the supplements that can help with the erectile dysfunction, that will help with just living a healthy, vibrant life, because we have a lot of things out here that are challenging our body. Air pollution, water that's been jacked up, etc. What are you going to say, sweetie?
It's rawvegansoulfood.com.
And rawvegansoulfood.com. Go to those sites. You'll get information on the supplements and more information and articles and videos and things like that.
Yes, recipes.
Recipes, yeah. Oh, I need to give them a little quick recipe. Okay. How about a smoothie recipe? Oh, I know. How about a juice recipe? Now, I don't advocate drinking a lot of juice because you're leaving all the fiber out. But I'm on a liquid fast right now. And I had a juice the other day. Mostly I'm doing water. And I'll tell you, it was good. Let me tell you real quick what I put in there. Well, actually, I went to a store and I had him make it. My sweetie tasted it and he was like, how did you know to put that stuff together? This is so good. A cucumber, a lemon, fresh turmeric, fresh ginger, apple, and spinach.
It was amazing.
Woo! That was
absolutely amazing.
It was
brilliant.
Delicious. Okay, now all those things give you a lot of nutrients. Drop that soda and do your smoothies, not sugar bombs for smoothies, and green juices. And anyway, thank you again to our sponsors. I am 90forlife.com. Go check me out at rawvegansoulfood.com. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope this has been some good information for men and their mates. All right, listen to it again. And until next time, Sister Moldupe's Raw Vegan Soul Food with my beautiful, wonderful husband, Brother Bandele. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Looking at a lifetime forever, surviving from the strength of our love, 'cause it's more than enough. Searching for the same destiny, me for you and you for me, like the stars in the sky, you're the sparkle in my eye, and like the shining sun above, well, I got to have your love.